So in our last episode with Dave, we talked about cultivating a culture like the one that we have here at Say Yes. Talk about why it's important.
I mean, culture really is how the organization is run, what someone's day-to-day looks like. And so if you do not enjoy the culture of an organization and you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow or anything like that, it is going to be a challenge for you to be able to serve your clients or do your work, whatever it looks like. And if you are feeling happy and fulfilled in your workplace or in your work environment, you're going to do amazing work. And it's just the right thing to do. I mean, I think that that's something that Dave really talks about. You know, it's the right thing to do.
Welcome back to another episode of the Future Starts Here podcast for Say Yes Buffalo. And today we are here with Collin Gehl, our Director of Human Resources. Collin, tell us about yourself.
Oh, sure. Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Collin Gehl. I am the Director of Human Resources here at Say Yes Buffalo. I have a background in nonprofit. I've been working in nonprofits since the year 2000. Multiple organizations, including King Center Charter School, the History Museum, Buffalo Museum of Science, and then I came into HR approximately in 2016. So whenever you're listening to this, you don't think, oh, how many years ago that was. So 2016, I came into HR. I was doing HR for Child and Family Services. And going I found my way over to Say Yes.
All right, 2016, yeah. That was a long time ago. Oh my goodness. It's almost going to be about 10 years. So talk about that transition from Child and Family Services to coming over to Say Yes Buffalo. How has it been?
It has been amazing. I was very, very fortunate that Say Yes was interested in having me come on board to do HR for them. There was a staff survey that went out. This is probably going back maybe about 5 years at this point, and the results of the survey said that Say Yes staff really wanted on-site HR. I was working for Child and Family Services at the time, and Say Yes Buffalo was an affiliate of Child and Family Services, and so they asked that it specifically be me, that I come over and do on-site HR. So I was doing half of my time at Say Yes, the other half with Child and Family Services. And so I got to sort of know the team really, really, really well over a period of a couple years. And Dave, our CEO, said on the first day that I was here, he was like, "You're going to be our full-time HR director." And I was like, I don't know about that, because to be honest with you, I was not interested in being an HR director at that point. But, he saw the future, and I really enjoyed the work, and I just love the culture here at Say Yes.
That's so funny that you say that. Honestly, I totally agree. Like, when Dave says something, you got to believe it. Mm-hmm. You really do. And it's just so funny that, you were at Child and Family Services when I first started as an intern in 2017. And then even coming back during the pandemic, I had got that job with Child and Family Services. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, I keep seeing Collin. But you were always amazing from the first day. Even when I came, my mother, she was like, he's great.
Aww.
He's great. And it's a great, we just love having you here. Oh. You are amazing. Oh. And you're a part of the culture that makes people want to come. So in our last episode with Dave, we talked about cultivating a culture like the one that we have here at Say Yes. Talk about why it's important.
I mean, culture really is how the organization is run, what someone's day-to-day looks like. And so if you do not enjoy the culture of an organization and you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow or anything like that, it is going to be a challenge for you to be able to serve your clients or do your work, whatever it looks like. And if you are feeling happy and fulfilled in your workplace or in your work environment, you're going to do amazing work. And it's just the right thing to do. I mean, I think that that's something that Dave really talks about. It's the right thing to do. Making sure that people feel supported at work. Yeah, we're human beings first. And this is what Dave always says. He's like, people are people first and they're workers second.
That's important.
And absolutely it is, because I think many organizations struggle with that concept. They're thinking they're workers, and then they're thinking they should not bring their outside life into work. No, you can't do it like that. You absolutely have to acknowledge that people have a life.
So, and you talk about other organizations, like what makes Say Yes stand out? We know that you oversee the Leadership 101 cohort. Why is it important to have programs like that at organizations?
It's all about career development. You know, I often use the term career opportunities instead of jobs. So I always say there's career opportunities. And I think that when you talk about career, you're thinking future oriented. There's longevity there. And, you know, Say Yes is growing. There's so much opportunity. And I want the staff at Say Yes to feel supported. I want them to feel engaged with what it is that they're doing. But I also want them to learn as much as possible. The concept of lifelong learning is so important. And, you know, Leadership 101 was, a labor of love. I was really excited to be able to do it and to facilitate the program. And so many of of the people who are in cohort 2, which was our most recent cohort, have already either had internal promotions or external promotions. They've gone to other organizations where they're in leadership roles.
Okay, so you could either talk about a research standpoint or even just your own perspective. So myself included and a few other of my colleagues, we now work for Say Yes Buffalo. This culture that you guys have cultivated where you guys use in-house talent. Why? Why is that a key strategy for you guys?
Well, I mean, I think that if people who are internal, they already know the culture, they already believe in it. There's a reason why you're here at Say Yes. There's a reason why many of us are here at Say Yes. We believe in the mission. We believe in the work. And so you don't have to learn that piece. I think people from outside the organization, they have to get used to working at Say Yes because we are so supportive. They're almost like waiting for the other shoe to drop. And they're sort of like, wait, you're doing this? And well, it seems so nice. Is this for real? Whereas if we have people who are already here, you already know this information, so you don't have that learning curve. But also, it is about celebrating those who are internal. You know, we strongly encourage people who are internal to apply for the opportunities first. You know, sometimes we just post things internally because we know we have the talent inside. But I just think it's a great way to promote what we call career opportunities if you are allowing people an opportunity to build their career.
Yes. Well, is there anything else that you would like to tell us that we didn't ask you about, or just any last statement?
Well, I mean, I guess I would say that I'm really about creating opportunities for people of color, specifically in the field of human resources. Human resources is a field that I really enjoy and I really love, and I'm actually president of the Buffalo Niagara Human Resources Association, which is the local SHRM chapter. And I really enjoy the work. But one of the things that has happened since I became president last September, is that I've had multiple HR professionals of color come up to me that I have never met in my life and have come to me and said, oh my God, I got to start coming to events because I saw you as president. Or I had some people actually come to an event because they had seen a video that I did. And that is really important. So what I'm really trying to do is I'm really encouraging individuals of color who are interested in a career in human resources to reach out to me, to consider pursuing it, because we need to be reflected in everywhere that we are. And so our workforce is not just one race, one gender, one whatever. So I think that there's opportunities there. So I would strongly encourage anybody who's interested in a career in HR to pursue it, but specifically those of color who often don't think that is something that they could do.
Yes, representation is really important across all spectrums. And it seems like for HR, you are the blueprint. And that's what we need here. So thank you for coming on and talking to us. We appreciate you here at Say Yes Buffalo. And you guys can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Say Yes Buffalo, or go to our website, www.sayyesbuffalo.org. Yeah, that's all.